Hello Guardians, it is Ebontis. Whether you're playing Destiny or Diablo, you guys know I got you covered lately and trying to do a little more variety coverage, so just watch the channel. But Xur has arrived for Destiny. This is for the weekend of June 9th, and he has the Graviton Lance. This just got kind of a buff and a bit of a rework. If you don't own this pulse rifle, I highly recommend buying it. It's very good, very fun to use. Arc with Cosmology. It's a 2-shot burst, and then you've also got kills with this weapon. Cause enemies, doesn't have to be precision, by the way, just kills cause enemies to explode and void projectiles go everywhere. It's a really fun weapon to use. So if you're going with a void build, exploding stuff, kind of fun. For the hunters, you've got the Orpheus rig. Everybody should own this. Every hunter and every character should have one of these for sure. Now, it's got a little spike in mobility and a little intellect. Like, it's pretty dead even across the board, but if you don't own this, getting a 63 with a little extra mobility, a little extra intellect, and a middling stat across the board, it may not be the spikes that you're looking for, but everyone should own this, and at a minimum, this is a decent place to start. For the Titans, too much mobility. Like, this is a 67, more orbs from supers and casting Barricade. Not the highest resilience, and also not the highest intellect, as this is based around your supers and orbs. And again, also 16 mobility for a Titan, especially in something like this, very wasted stat. So while it is a 67, there's way better versions of this one. This one may as well be a 57 in my book. Claws of Ahamkara for the Warlock, 65. It is based around melee, so you got 14 in melee, which isn't bad. Again, it's another one of these that's well-rounded. Not a bad place to start with the exotic, and then you could farm later if it is something that you enjoy. But generally, as it's a well-rounded stat, some people want like higher spikes, like less mobility, more recovery, some resilience. But in the grand scheme of testing it out, getting a feel, having a place to start from, this is actually a pretty reasonable role. All right, now for the weapons, there are really only two to shout out, but you've got like a Cold Denial, pass, Tears of Contrition, pass, Surplus and Wellspring together. I wish that worked better, but pass. Seventh Seraph, probably pass, and Threaded Needle, Taipan's just better. Now, you've got a Gnawing Hunger with Zen Moment, so stability is working really well with Zen Moment now, should be pretty close to Laser-like. Bit of range, you can even go more range if you feel the stability is manageable, depending on your platform, or you can go Arrowhead Break for recoil control, and you've got stability here, so this thing is going to be really tight, possibly great for PvP. Then you've got Cartesian Coordinate. You've got High Zoom Scope, so you got 17 zoom with a little extra range. Got accelerated coils, under pressure for stability and accuracy as the machine, as it gets lower, reload speed, kind of neither here nor there. Is it a god roll? No. But if you're looking for a Cartesian coordinate, maybe, you know, to voop a few people in PvP, maybe one you don't want to miss. As for your exotic weapons over here, Killing Wind on Hawkmoon, not a bad roll because you got recoil control and then also stability and handling. If Killing Wind is your jam, this could be one for you. Not so much for me. 4 times the charm on Deadman's Tail, even though like Hand-Laid Stock, Light Mag, and Small Bore, I like. 4 times the charm just doesn't really have a place, I don't think, on this one anymore. Wish it was better, but sadly it's not. Now, I'm going to skip the Warlock completely, mostly because they got too much mobility on pretty much everything. The Titan, again, same thing, too much mobility. Now, some people may say you want it for PvP, depends on your playstyle and how you run. It could work in a certain build. But these two pieces right here and right here. Now, this 66 is reasonably well-rounded, a little bit of recovery, intellect strength. It's not bad. And again, if a new player bought this one, and this one, there are many worse ways to spend 150 legendary shards. But I will say for a Titan, for PvE purposes, a little low on the resilience side, recovery is a bit high. But for PvP, having recovery, decent amount of discipline for your grenade stat on both of these. And this one, a little low on the discipline, but still some recovery. You're going to walk out of here as a new player doing okay, especially for a PvP loadout, because recovery will help you a bit more. Put a couple resilience mods on here to kind of stack that one up a little bit, and then, you know, if you get a decent amount of resilience on your other slots, not too shabby. Is it amazing for a Titan? I've seen better, but the recovery is quite high. Discipline and strength there is probably the best one is the chest. Get a little resilience on there and your recovery sitting pretty good. That one, again, really high recovery. Now, if we were looking at, like, resilience and recovery flipped, I'd be, yes, please. But still decent. Don't sleep on them for certain builds. Newer players, you can do way worse for a while. Finally, we've got the Hunter Armor. Now, these you've got, it's an okay 63, a little low on mobility for a Hunter. 67. Unfortunately, in intellect stat, just not quite as powerful as I would like it to be. So this is A little too high there, but a little well-rounded. 62, recovery, discipline, strength, some resilience and mobility. Depends on kind of a PvP role, a little light on the stats though, and then resilience and strength if you're looking to boost your resilience. Okay armor, still better than the Warlock. Warlock got too much resilience, so can only do so much about that. And that pretty much wraps up Xur. Couple decent ones there for sure. A weapon everyone should own. A couple decent exotics for beginners, things like that. Couple armor for newer players that'll be good. Don't sleep on Cartesian if you don't have it. You probably should pick that one up. Gnawing Hunger, still a good auto rifle. If you enjoy those type in PvP, pretty stout little roll. Other than that, if you see something that, you know, maybe fill a gap that you might have, cool, pick it up. Other than that, it's kind of an okay week for Xur, but definitely for newer players, I can see some decent stuff. All right, well, that pretty much wraps up Xur this week. You've got a couple decent ones. Don't miss the fusion rifle and auto rifle. Armor, definitely some high rolls depending on purposes. I see some PvP potential in here. And then exotics, of course. Like everyone should own Graviton Lance. And depending on if you're newer, some of these are definitely a good place to start for stat rolls. But you should all own Graviton Lance. And then definitely check it out. It's pretty fun to use as well. If you enjoyed the video, please drop a like below. We are less than 200 away from 100,000 subs. So, depending on when you see this, maybe I'll have it soon. But thank you guys for the support. Drop a like. Find me on Twitch or Twitter. I'll see you guys very soon.